I like rain butts, I can't deny, 'cause the rain falls out of the sky. You plot to just get it, you just can't beat it. I like rain butts. But there you go, rain butts. It rained before I got them finished, and then it said it was going to rain again, but it hasn't. But it might do tonight or tomorrow. I've got to wait till this one fills up and then put a siphon over the top. This base, I'm not going into great detail how it's built, but I'll show you basically what it is. But I built it out of aluminium, and this is a little bit how that's going to go. I've riveted it all together, so they're all stainless steel rivets. It's got rivets both sides here, 2 on each of these, and 1 in top and front. So that should hold it all nicely. And this is just a cover I built, just to tidy it up, you know what I mean. And that was designated for the bed, as a surround for the bed, for where the squash is, but it ended up there. It's doing a better job there, to be honest. But that looks better than that bush, doesn't it? I'm in 2 minds whether to put a cord or string up here, or just put a couple of self-tapping screws through that. I'm not going to do anything at the moment, and I'm probably going to have to put a drain on it at some place, probably under there. I don't want the water running out front on the garage, because before it was running down here, and it's just eroded all water's got under the garage up that corner, so I'd rather it not go down that side, I'd rather it go down that side. But yeah, pleased with that, that's the result. I managed to put some supports up for these tomatoes. These I'm going to do slightly different to ones that are in greenhouse. The greenhouses I'm mostly single stemming. I'm going to try and do a double stemming on the Arctic Plenty, which William sent me. But here I'm just going to let them branch out, but I'll sort of limit it and prune them a little bit. Try and maximise the crop, but minimise the, and obviously they'll want some airflow, but I'll see how they go. I'll pull a few bits out. These are cold tomatoes, doing well out here. And that's the Wenzel, which is a beef, which it looks a bit sad, but it's got plenty of water, so don't know with that. It should be alright though. It did flop over, so I got these strings on. All it is I've just tied it onto a fence, onto a window, blind catch, and just run some strings up it. You probably can't see them. Don't know how tall they'll get, but we'll see what we get off that this year. If it works well, it'll be something I do again. Bit of quail exercise there. And it's just some brassica leaves that I've tied up. I like to pick it and pull it down and eat it, so it's not doing them any harm. I'm collecting some eggs to do an hatch. I've got 11, I think, at the minute. I'll collect for 2 more days, see what I get over the next 2 days, and then I'll get incubator going and get them in. Now this looks overgrown at the minute, and it is, but in spring this is absolutely covered in crooks, after all ferns have died down and everything. This is all covered in crooks. Just that tree there will be having a right good trim, and that will be trimmed up again, and various other things. But I just noticed while I was mulching today, these down here, they're all crocus seed pods. Yeah, this is absolutely blue with crocuses in springtime. Some of you might have seen that, but I'm going to pick a few of them up and spread them in a different spot. I'll show you where. Crocus seeds. This is where I'm going to put a lot of them crocus. Well, I'm just going to spread a few through there. It'll look nice in springtime. And sunflowers are doing alright. Look, this is why I didn't buy toilet paper during the pandemic. I have plenty of Indian toilet paper. Lovely and soft. Softer than wiping your bum on them little Andrex puppies, I'll tell you now. And they don't bite. Back and water collection. This is my big old butt. And underneath there's a concrete trough which is also full of water. We do it this in summer as well. We mainly use it at front and pots at this area. So I've got to fix the tap. It's leaking. That's the job when that's empty, but at the minute it's full and dripping. We had a couple of kohlrabies, and what were interesting, one were a bit woody and one were alright. And the first one we took that were woody, and in some places it weren't really bad, but it was just funny how the next one weren't. Should be some black and red currants ready soon. Them at front are looking alright as well. I'm probably going to end up moving them. I've cut them down. My rhubarb's down there as well. It's looking good. Ooh, that's taut. I pulled some garlic out of the day due to the fact that they'd all been knocked over. I'm guessing the dog went through there. I've put some radishes in just as I pulled them out. That's looking rather good. That was a shop bought one, and these are the red Russians, and these are Casablancas. They're not very big. These are the garlics that I pulled out because they had snapped over at the neck, so they weren't growing. I'm not sure which is which. They're either they're partly Casablanca and partly shop bought ones. I'm guessing some other ones are shop bought ones. Casablancas, sorry. And the shop bought ones were just a random garlic that were in house. So I just thought I'd plant some and see what they come up like. But that big one outside is looking really good. Just the flowers and stuff and other brassicas that were radish what I've already planted out. Tomatoes are coming on. I've got them strung up now. And the cucumbers, these are all female flowers on these, so I will have cucumbers early from them and later from these, in theory. But the tomatoes are all looking pretty good in here now. Again, this is the cold tomato, the one that's inside, and it's got quite a few tomatoes on it, and they've all got a good amount of telephone. Where was I? Yes, the telephone rang. Yeah, so these are climbing up now. I've got plenty of trusses on them all. Them bottom vents make such a difference. You can just see there, even it's just like that little bit of draft blowing through. That will hopefully help me stop the flowers from not going sticky in high summer if it's really, really hot. Because I lost sort of a set of trusses all at this height last summer. We were like stupid hot, 38 degrees or something like that, and no bottom vents, just the door open, and it just lost a full row of trusses, you know what I mean? Because it makes the pollen go sticky in the flowers. And yeah, they're alright, they're coming on nicely. They're me Korean melons. They're alright, they're not pot bound at all, so they can stay in there. I've got one problem, and I'll show you that. Not them two. They're for luck. I think next video is going to be a potato reveal. This is the problem I've got. Some of these, this plant. I think it's just them two buckets have got black spot, which is a fungal disease. Could be partly due to the fact that I've netted it up, but it would have been that or I'd all up foliage breakdown. So, but I'll take them, and it'll be interesting. That'll be next video, probably Wednesday, I should imagine. So look out for a spudomatic reveal, and when I take that off, give me a chance to have a look, and if I spot any other leaves that I can see one or two that are a bit that have got a bit on, and I will cut them leaves out or cut them bits off. It don't usually kill plant, but it's black spot, it's not blight. If you ever see that, that's not blight, it's black spot. Look up black spot. And the rest of them radishes I put down here behind beans. Thought that bit of shade might slow them down a bit. This needs a summer prune. Oh look, cherries. This needs a summer prune at some point. I've got to wait till it stops well, until we have a good dry period. And then what I'll do with these, I'll cut them back to about 6 leaves, and then at winter prune I'll cut them back to 3, and that gives me some stock for cherries next year. I've been reading about it, and hopefully we'll get an half decent harvest. Some of them have been damaged. I don't know what's happened to them. No, but some of them are damaged, but we'll get a cherry harvest, more than we got last year. And with that, I'll leave you to it. Thumbs up or a thumbs down. Don't forget, drop a comment in. We love your comments. Oh, before I go, having some peas soon. I think I'll have some brassicas in that bed when the peas are done, and in the Spudomatic when I do that potato reveals.